Even a modern car can be so well designed that it remains in production for more than a decade. The Fiat 500 is one of those extraordinary models that has already surpassed 15 years of production, unchanged, and there's no question of stopping production for now. Is it as good as it looks, or is its success solely down to its looks? Let's find out. The 10 variants of the Fiat 500 from the sports brand Abarth are not mentioned in the above list of engine versions because, despite the same design, it is classified as a separate model. The Fiat 500 is a timeless little car, and that's enough for many customers. From a technical perspective, it's a poorly designed car. In fact, it has almost nothing but flaws. For example, limited rear space, not because it's 3.5 meters long, but because Fiat designed it. Its appearance was a greater asset. This is evidenced by the more than adequate rear space, which is technically a twin of the Ford Ka. The driver's seat is too high, so many people won't find a comfortable driving position. The doors are so long that, despite its urban character, it's difficult to maneuver in tight parking spaces. Furthermore, the idea of placing the gear shift by your right hand would have been excellent if it weren't for the console taking up space for your right knee. You'll find even more such shortcomings, or rather poor solutions, in a smaller form. Despite these shortcomings, owners love the Fiat 500, and it's no wonder. And it looks even better after the 2015 facelift, which gained new headlights and indicators. The Fiat 500 is a typical city car, designed for two people with a 185-liter trunk. It's meant to be easy to drive and affordable. You shouldn't expect anything more. Operation, opinions, and faults. The simplicity of the design translates into a low failure rate, although the durability of the suspension, for example, leaves much to be desired. However, parts are inexpensive, and frequently replaced ones are easy to remove. So a basic set of tools and a minimum of mechanical aptitude are enough to service the suspension yourself. Virtually all the Fiat 500's major problems stem from its engines and drivetrain, though they primarily affect the 1.3 diesel and the small twin-air turbo petrol engine. The former is a well-designed and durable engine, but it often suffers from minor issues. These are primarily related to the exhaust system, DPF or EGR, and less frequently to the injection system. Timing chain failures are also common, as is premature clutch wear, as it lacks a dual-mass flywheel. The second engine mentioned, the twin-air turbo, suffers from excessive vibration, but this is not a defect but rather a characteristic of the two-cylinder design. Furthermore, valve train failures with the multi-air system are common, usually resulting from neglected oil maintenance. Completely maintenance-free, aside from oil and timing belt replacement, the 1.2-liter gasoline engine is the power source. It's one of the most reliable and durable small engines in the world, although it does burn oil excessively. The 1.4 16-volt engine may cause slightly more problems, but only slightly. Its main problems are excessive oil consumption and ignition coil failures. Both engines use a variable valve timing system, which only causes problems if it's not replaced along with the timing belt drive. We can't comment on the 1.0 engine yet, as it was only introduced in 2020. Automatic transmissions can cause problems. Even if they're functional, they're terrible. They should be treated like manual transmissions, without a clutch, ideally shifting gears yourself. Worst of all, it's difficult to find a mechanic who can help repair the control mechatronics if necessary. Common faults in the Fiat 500. Asterisk, premature clutch wear in the diesel version. Asterisk, in diesel engines, DPF and EGR system faults. Asterisk, excessive oil consumption in engines. Asterisk, front suspension wears out quickly. Want to look for 1.2 and 1.4 petrol versions. What to avoid: high mileage diesels and 0.9 twin-air variants.